Although some of you are probably watching this in the afternoon. Um, are you missing school yet? I am. I miss all of you tremendously, tremendously. So here I am sitting in my kitchen at my new recording studio, my new classroom to talk to all of you. Um, so I just wanted to pop in and say welcome to your first day of school after break. I didn't realize yesterday was vacation day. But I chatted with a few of you. So some people are asking, they're not quite sure, oh, what is it that we need to be doing? I will let you know the next 2 weeks until April 6th. I know we don't go back to school until May 15th. That is just so horribly long. Please email me. Let me know how you're doing. Um, Send me videos, whatever. Let's stay in touch and stay connected, even though we are in all different kinds of locations. But for the next 2 weeks, nothing gets graded. So that means the journal you're keeping, it doesn't get graded. Do I expect you still to do it? Yeah. Because here's the thing about that journal, and for those people who are going, journal? What journal? She didn't say anything about a journal. I did, but it's all good. So the journal, you are living through history in a big way. History. This will be in textbooks and in social studies lessons for years to come, like hundreds of years to come, kind of thing. So your journals that you're keeping, they're firsthand accounts of what was going on for you. There's lots of journals out there that we learn about primary sources. I think you went over that with Mr. Isaacs. So your journal is that. It's your choice whether somebody else sees it or not. Well, except me, because, you know. But your journal entry should have at least 7 sentences every day. It can be just about the mundane meaning it's kind of like nothing big, no big deal things that you're doing. It can be about feelings of emotions of being inside your house for so very long or not being in school for a long time. It can be silly. It can be just observations you're making. You get to decide what it's going to be. Whatever it is, it's your truth. You're speaking your truth, and maybe it's a story you're writing, whatever. Just to let you all know, I am also keeping one. And someday I may share one of my entries with you. There's a lot I need to learn about this online piece of it. So yeah, I'm recording this video on my computer and then I'm going to be uploading it to YouTube. But starting tomorrow, I'll be able to go live with YouTube. So that's what I'll be doing. So journal, number one, journal. Keep a journal every day. You should be dating it and you should be writing at least 7 sentences. Now I will tell you, even though it's not graded for these 2 weeks, it'll be extra credit because we will continue doing it until we go back to school, until May 15th. So come April 6th, that grade starts. Are you doing it? Are you not doing it? That's kind of much how it's going to be graded. It's your choice. Do you do it in a journal, in a notebook? Do you do it online? Any of the above is totally fine. You decide how you want to keep it, what's the easiest way for you to keep it. If ever you want to share an entry with me, I would love to read them. If it's in a journal, you can take a picture of it and email it to me. If it's on a Google Doc or a document, you can share it with me however you want to do it. All right, journal, number one. Number two, you should be reading for 30 minutes every day. You get to choose what you read. That's totally up to you. Durham County libraries are doing online books. All you need is your student identification number. I'm not exactly sure how that all works, but there's probably instructions as you go to that site. Do a search for Durham Public Libraries, and it should take you where you want to go. There's also an app. I think I have an app for the Raleigh Public Libraries. I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's called Libby. Well, that shows what's in my. Let's see. Amanda Live. I'm having issues here. Libby, can you see this? So Libby, oops, my goodness, this is where you're laughing because your teacher's like, she doesn't know a lot about Libby. It's this middle one right up here. So that's what Libby looks like. I believe it's the same thing from Durham County Libraries as well. If you need help with that, let me know and I'll look into it a little bit more and help you out with that. As you finish a book, you should be going on to, where do we go? We should take an AR quiz, and that's at dpsnc.net. No, not, my goodness, dsanc.net, dsanc.net. All right, hopefully you're all still with me because this last one's a biggie. And that is the legacy research that you need to start doing. Now, again, it's not getting graded until later. So it's, here's what I'm going to say to you. You're going to have to do this anyway. So know that you're going to have to do it. The original plan when we thought we were going to be able to grade was that it get done by April 6th before we come back to school. Well, now we know we can't grade for the next 2 weeks, and that's totally cool. I'm cool with that. But you do need to get it done for the next part of this project. So if you haven't seen it yet, scroll down until you see Legacy Research Project on Google Classroom. Of course, you're in Google Classroom to be seeing this, and that'll help you out. If you also, okay, so you're just filling in the chart. Where it says source, copy and paste the web address right into the document. Everything is written right into the document. I'll tell you more about what we're going to do with that later. I have started a YouTube channel for teaching for this whole online thing that we're doing. So you're welcome to click that bell where it says send notifications. I think you need to subscribe first. I know you guys know way, way, way more about YouTube than I do. So yeah, I'm excited. Please, in case you haven't seen it yet, there's 2 additional virtual classrooms on Google. If you would like to come into the Barnes & Noble online classroom, that is where you can share any poetry or read poetry of others. It's optional. And if you scroll down through there, it gives the, the code to get into it. And if you don't remember how to get in, you're going to that first page on Google Classroom. You're going to click on the plus button, which is up in the right-hand corner, and put in the code that is on the Google Classroom page. You may have to write it down, open another tab or something, because I don't remember it off the top of my head. All right, the other one that's on there is a virtual fun lunch room, I think. You guys can talk about whatever you want in that room. That's totally cool. Well, school appropriate, of course. So, if you want to tell each other what are some good shows that you're watching on Netflix or games you're playing, how you're doing, come meet me. I know you guys can play each other with your different PS4 games or whatever. Go ahead and do all that. That's cool. I know some of you are playing a magic game. Maybe you do some sort of magic game. I don't know. You guys do what you want to do. Please know if there's any kind of name calling, bullying, profanity. Yeah, you're going to get a warning once. Your parents will know. I'll let them know. And then if you do it again, you get kicked out of that page. And there will be disciplinary actions when you get back to school. For those of you who aren't sure what I mean by disciplinary actions, that means you'll get a referral to Mr. Thomas. And let's not do that. Let's lift each other up. This is such a time to lift each other up. So let's do that. I think most of you, if not all of you, know I live by myself. So in this time where I'm not really going out much, I'm very much a people person. I like to get out. I like to go do things. My doing things is right now is in my house. I'm not doing a whole lot. The last thing I want to tell you, hopefully you're still here 10 minutes later, is that Bars and Noble, the open mic, I am working on putting together a virtual open mic that we'll do through Zoom. It will not happen until after the 2 weeks, so please know that. I'll probably do a couple of them, like once a week or once every couple of weeks or whatever. I want to make sure everybody has a chance to be at them, or be at least at one of them. I'm going to get feature poets to be involved in this. There's a lot of really cool stuff happening online. I'll start sharing a little bit more of that with you if you haven't seen it. There's some great dance parties, DJ D Nice. You'd be like, oh, she's an old lady. I bet some of your parents have been listening to it. You can be dancing at home. There's a lot of singers who have done concerts. John Legend. Garth Brooks is like old, I know, but some of you may know him if you like country. Garth Brooks. Chris Martin. I know these are older singers. But if you know of any concerts that are happening online, if you know of anything that's happening online that you think other people might like, please let us know. All right, I've been talking for long enough, and I have a feeling that you guys are probably, like, oh my goodness, here she goes. She goes on and on and on. Snooze. But I'm going to recap real quick. 3 things you need to be doing this next 2 weeks. Writing every day in a journal, 7 sentences. You need to be reading for 30 minutes every day. When you're done a book, take an AR quiz. And you need to be working on your legacy research. If you don't remember the person you had, you know what? It's all good. You research who you want to research. Who is your top choice? And it's all cool. So I love you all very much. I'm truly missing all those hugs I was getting every day. I'm here. I know a lot of you have my phone number, have been texting. Feel free to keep doing that. If you want to set up a time to talk on the phone, we can do that also. But I love you all tremendously. We've got this. We've got this. I look forward to seeing you all again.